Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. So, in the last episode, we managed to meet with some of our old friends, Dahlia and Jasmine. I believe Dahlia needed some help with one of her friends, and we also managed to be allowed to have visitors after we met with the Arbiter. And we also read some of her fortune, as well as saw some of our past in the last episode. So, we need to kill some time. Abramar suggested that we turn around and make some more cards, so let's get on to that. I did say I was going to cut those out, but I mean, it doesn't take me that long. If it does take me long to do one, then I'll just go ahead and kind of skip through that. And I have an idea for what I want to do as I was kind of getting everything set up, so I'm going to use this. Where are you? Flaming sword. Oh. Well, I'll use that. And then the next one will be the flaming sword. The igniting saber. Blades made out of demon bones that can light on fire if you whisper the name of the beast they came from. It's funny because that's actually, I think that's one of Dahlia's things. She makes blades out of demons. So we'll use that. Okay, so let's do this. About right there. All right, we'll get the doggo, put him right there. Okay, I'll move this out the way for a second. Let me make you a little bit smaller. Oh wait, you have some type of flame thingy behind you. Okay. Yeah, what are you? Move. Oh no. Okay, I'll just put that right there for now. Let me grab you, make you a little bit smaller. And then I'll have you planted in the ground. Oh God, come on. About right there. Yeah, have it right there. As far as this flame, I really don't know what to do with you. Guess I can just have you right there. And I kind of want to give him the shotgun, but I guess that might be a little too much. As far as the bite goes, can I I guess I can just have you right there. I think that's fine. Lost lineage. Overflowing with hate and regret, the quicksand taints its visitors. The coyote seeks survival, thrives on conflict. The saber channels wrath. The overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power. Death and rebirth. Ooh, interesting. Deception, the unknown, rivalry, tragedy, change, and rebirth. Okay. Maybe I can create one more. I have a lot of water, so I could use one of those. So let's do something like that. Isn't there one that's kind of for them, if I'm not mistaken? Oh, and then of course I have to account for the fact of energy. So I think I only have one choice, which is the Duchess of Solace, a fairy that offers her services as a dominatrix for sorcerers lost in lust. When a witch draws her power from passion, she can reach a point at which her libido takes control. With her extensive erotic repertoire, the Duchess of Solace has never failed to exhaust a lustful witch and return her to normal. Okay. So I guess we can go with that. And what else? I would assume I don't have too many choices. The Veritas mirror, a mirror that only shows the reflection of its owner. You can't lie while looking at it, so witches use it to find out if they're fooling themselves, which happens quite often. So I can do that, and I can do the glass trident. They say it only makes traitors bleed. There's only one, and it has been lost since they used it in the trial that got Adina expelled from her former coven. Oh. Okay, so I didn't know she was expelled from her former coven. Yeah, that looks like that's... Oh, and then I can do the snowcat eyes, the eyes of a cat from the Crystal Nebula dimension. If you seal the eye of a snowcat in a glass doll, it'll come to life and protect you until it shatters. They're extremely fragile and extremely dangerous. Okay. But I think I'll go ahead and use the mirror. Okay. I don't remember what I used her on previously. Oh yeah, I used her on the, there's one of like a road in the middle of the desert. That was the last thing I used her on. Let's do something like, yeah. Come on, center for me, please. Right, get a little bit smaller. Sitting there. I wish I could have gotten both of these in there. I'll just have that on the ground. Come on. I guess I'll just have it on opposite sides. I guess that's good enough. Sure. That is a gigantic mirror, though. Yeah, I'm not trying to be too fancy with this. So yeah, that'll work. Yawny Lingam. Whispers from the undone Jade Witches imbue this card with emotion. The Duchess is a master of desire and power dynamics. The mirror dispels what isn't true. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Yearning, passion, courage, power. Okay. All right. I think that's enough of that for right now. Still no familiars in your window. What shall we do meanwhile? I don't know. Just wait. It's okay. Bummer. I'm eager for some action. What do you do to kill time? You must be an expert at it. Usually I just drop myself on the bed and feel sorry for myself. But when my mood allows for it, I study or enjoy some interactive fiction. I've accumulated quite a backlog, and going through it had a lot of weight in keeping me sane during exile. Oh, fiction. I'm not a fan of fiction. The universe is already a great purveyor of stories. But you go ahead and do some reading. I'll look at the stars or something. Yeah, I might. Alright, so that's the other thing you can kind of do to kill time. You can read books. I think you can also go to sleep too. Let's see what to do. I do know if you read interactive fiction, I think some books have multiple times you have to read it, and you do usually get some energy from it as well. I guess I could study though. All right, what do we have here? Excerpt of On the Four Elements by which Eugenia, that was my former master. For the initiate, the fact that magic is reduced to four elements may strike them as an oversimplification. But the building blocks of our universe are simple. No matter what taxonomy you develop to understand reality, that always fits within the four elements. Even if you reject anything astral and focus on the material things, reality can be divided into four elements: gas, air, liquid, water, solid, earth, and energy, fire. In a more philosophical sense, you can dissect anything by analyzing its water, or earth, when, air, why, water, and how, fire. You can even pick apart the most mundane things by these rules. For instance, a stone. Its air will reveal to you how it affects its environment, what the social preconceptions are about it, or how much time it has been standing there. Its water will allow you to access its potential to become poetry. The reason this stone and no other ended up in that particular place, or what its initial form was before erosion shaped it that way. Its earth demonstrates what that stone is made of, how good it would be as a part of a wall, or even what kinds of carvings you could work onto it. Its fire tells us its potential to cause harm, how easy it would be to break it apart, or how coveted that stone could be. As you see, the four elements open the gates of thought to infinite modes of analysis. What to do? Well, I guess since we still have multiple options, and no one has shown up, right? Let's read some interactive fiction. I'll pick an interactive tale at random from my collection. The Secret Cut by Jordi DePaco. There's always been a legend among butchers on the island of Terra Nova about a secret cut hidden inside cows with crimson fur. I think I remember this one. Cows with crimson fur are already a rarity, but finding this piece of meat is even rarer and requires a high level of skill to extract it undamaged. As the myth goes, whoever eats this delicacy will be blessed with unwavering health and good fortune. Not once in your 70 years as a butcher have you ever come across a crimson cow until today. A farmer friend of yours brought it before dawn, a very young calf, just a few weeks old. He doesn't want to have anything to do with crimson cows since he believes they bring bad fortune. You're not sure if he's unaware of the legend or if he's really had bad experiences with them. In any case, there she is. Her fur bright as bonfire, even in the dim light of your workshop. The last time I did this, I did spare her life. But this time, I'll go ahead and change it. Let's see what happens if I butcher the cow. You sharpen your knife and look her in the eye. What you're about to do feels like heresy. For the life of you, this animal is too unique to be turned into meat. You spare her life and adopt her as your life companion. You name her Rhapsody. She brings you health and happiness by means of company, not sustenance. She's gentle, loving, and patient. She listens to all your tales and reacts with a moo in just the right places. 4 years go by. Rhapsody grows big and soft. You prepared a bucket of her favorite herbs to celebrate her 4th birthday. As you're singing happy birthday to her, an expensive black car drives slowly into your yard. The chauffeur gets out and opens the door to an old woman emblazoned with a fancy red coat. She joins the singing with a smile. "Good day to you, dear butcher," she says upon finishing the song. Rhapsody dives into her birthday treat. "I'm happy to find this fine specimen in good health. I'd like to purchase your cow." The chauffeur opens a briefcase in front of you. $1 million if you get the secret cut out of her for me. Okay. I don't remember it kind of going around what I did last time, but I also refused this offer last time, so I will accept it this time. That is a lot of money, and you are a butcher after all. You let Rhapsody enjoy her last meal and guide her into your workshop. You kill her with a small nail gun against her forehead, and she falls with a sonorous thud, as if a goddess was robbed of her might. You cut her open. You put her aside piece by piece with ceremonial care. Finally, you get to the coveted meat, uncannily close to her heart. Your knife plunges into the soft meat, but you don't manage to rid your blade of emotion. Your pulse ruins the cut. I'm sorry, you cry while tears clean the blood of the knife. Well, that's too bad, the woman answers, as if you were apologizing to her. She pays you $10,000 for the fur and the inconvenience and leaves forever. As the butcher that you are, you make a fortune selling Rhapsody's meat. Everyone says it's delicious. You saved the ruined cut for you. It's not delicious at all. Oh, yikes. Okay, so we still haven't gotten any visitors, so I guess we'll just go ahead and go to sleep. I'll just rest for a bit. You dream about. You meet with your long-lost father at the highest room of a lighthouse. He is wearing a golden mask. He gives you a small ebony key and tells you to insert it into the keyhole on its mask. You do so and discover your father has no face, but a tiny waterfall that floods the entire room. Okay. All right, looks like we have a visitor. Or a familiar, at least. Oh, we got two of them. Okay. Is that... I didn't notice this before, but this bird has like braids or something? Okay. Witch Fortuna, my friend Jasmine is always talking about you, and she told me you're allowed to receive visitors now. Congratulations. Sorry for contacting you so abruptly, but I think your divinatory arts could help me regarding a thing with a personal project, and I'm in a bit of a desperate situation. Louise. Okay. And then this is from Greeth. Okay. So this is from Dahlia. Hello, Fortuna. My name is Greeth. I'm a witch architect. I believe our common friend Dahlia told you about my situation. I need the maximum discretion regarding this matter, so I'd rather talk about the rest in person if you're willing to have me. Thank you, Greeth. I'll go ahead and talk to her since she has a mighty big problem with a behemoth. Welcome, Greeth. Hi, Fortuna. Thanks for having me. Dahlia filled me in briefly on your situation. Not that it isn't obvious just by looking at me, huh? Ah, yes, it looks bad. Let me say it out loud anyway for the sake of therapy. I've got a behemoth fused with me. How does it feel? Well, never thought I'd get that question. The few who knew assume it's just fucked up, I guess. But if we're talking feelings here, it doesn't feel bad at all, actually. I mean, aesthetically, it's terrible, but it doesn't hurt, and I can sort of communicate with the behemoth at an abstract level. If anything, I feel more powerful. Wow. Glad to hear you're not suffering in any case. But it isn't worth it. Firstly, because summoning a behemoth could well get me executed. But more importantly, I want my cute cheekbone back. Looks like an important loss, yes. So, do you think you can help me? If there is a way to cure you, my deck will find it. But I need to know more about you first. Mind if I ask you some questions? Of course. Ask away. Why summon a behemoth? Ah, this isn't an easy topic for me to discuss. Not because of the behemoth, that part is pretty straightforward. I wanted to build a temple out of the skull of a titan of the quarry. The harder the material, the more powerful the altar. And those skulls, they resist carving in a supernatural way. I tried every method I know, and when I ran out of options, I resorted to forbidden magic. Why are you so desperate to build that shrine? That's the sensitive issue. I'm looking for meaning. Meaning? I know it's an unanswerable question, or a question that hasn't been answered yet, if I want to put this optimistically. The meaning of life. I feel silly just saying it out loud. Why? Everyone thinks about it now and then. Yeah, but I'm like obsessed with it. I can't ignore the question. You're a fortune teller. You should be aware that there is something more out there. The book where everything is written. Is there someone writing us? Is this just a simulation? Does the universe actually exist, or is it nothing but a figment of my imagination? Do you stop existing when I'm not looking at you? Are we all protagonists? Do we have a purpose? Okay, I get you. Am I missing out on some cosmic truth? Was there something before this universe? Why isn't it everybody else obsessed with these same questions? Grief. I'm sorry. I keep spiraling out of control. I can't stand being by myself because I keep returning to these ideas again and again. I've built countless thought shrines looking for answers. And as I dig deeper, I only find more and more questions. I haven't slept in the last century. That's why I summoned the behemoth. Carpe diem is not an option for me. I'm stuck in cogito ergo sum. I'm a witch, for fuck's sake. If not us, who is supposed to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos? Why did I sin? Why couldn't I stay an oblivious Boston architect? You know, the cards aren't only made for predicting things. They are also an excellent tool for meditation. I'd be happy to help you on your quest. Really? Of course. If the two of us manage to get out of our predicaments, I'll certainly join you on one of your Skull Temple meditations. Who knows what we might find channeling the power of your shrines through my deck. That makes my heart race. Yes, please. Let's dissect the cosmos together. What's your predicament, though? I'm exiled, forced to remain on this asteroid. Let's leave it at that for now. Okay. I promise I'll help you be free in any way I can. Partners? Partners. Partners! How exciting. Everyone always dismisses my project as futile. Thank you so much, Fortuna. Now, another question. Tell me more about being a witch architect. Wait. What do you say we make this a conversation instead of an interrogation? It's not an interrogation, it's an interview. And besides, I'm not that interesting. Come on, Fortuna, all witches are interesting. And you're the only fortune teller in our coven. Dahlia speaks highly of you too. I'm dying to know more. To be honest, I feel awestruck just by the way you look at me. Has nothing to do with my behemoth powers or anything like that. I can tell you aren't cut from the same cloth as the rest of us. You're special. I've never said this to anyone. I feel ridiculous, but I just need to express it. Thanks? What do you want to know anyway? What is it that drives you? Freedom. But that's circumstantial. I mean, ultimately, what makes your life worth living? What is it that drives you? I guess since I'm a romantic, I should probably say pleasure. Pleasure. Oh, I never have guessed that. You don't strike me as a hedonist. Interesting. I feel like you're using me for your cosmic studies. Well, I can't miss the chance to pick apart such a wonderful being. It's all right. Bring it on. Thank you so much for indulging me. I'm truly enjoying this, though. Glad you're having a good time. My turn now? Sure. Ask away. Yeah, answer this question, please. It's a made-up title, to be honest. I've never encountered another witch who defined herself as an architect, at least. A pioneer, then? I just like to build things. I was also an architect when I was a mortal. But being able to design and execute projects by yourself is way better than overseeing years of development and all the bureaucracy. Ugh. I'm sure that I ascended out of pure stress. Plus, using magic to avoid having to deal with the laws of physics sure is a perk. Sounds like a pain, building things on Earth. You bet. I was one of those people who preferred playing Minecraft in creative mode. Minecraft? Ah, that may have come after your time. You come from Earth too, right? When did you ascend? 1968. Oh, I was born in the year 2000 and ascended in 2032. Were you a hippie? Not really, but I met a lot of them. I owned a food truck and visited a lot of events. You know, I didn't know food trucks was a thing back then. I feel stupid for even thinking about that. Had a side business reading tarot too. Sounds really cool. Glad to know you're not one of those medieval witches. I can't stand them. Yeah, they're so uptight. So, Fortuna, tell me, what are your thoughts on relationships? You asking me if I'm single? No, silly. But are you? Yes. Cool. What I mean is, what are your thoughts on romantic relationships? Some people can't live without them. Some others don't want them at all. I'm curious where you stand on that. What are your thoughts on relationships? Again, I'm going for the more romantic this time, so I'm going to say life can't be complete without one. You must feel really miserable trapped here then. Exile would be a lot easier with a partner, yes. Although it's rare that someone catches my eye. Okay, your turn again. Ask away. What do you like to do in your free time? I spend most of my time on my project. But on the rare occasion when I'm burnt out, I like to read. I read essays and arcane texts, mostly philosophy, so I guess I don't ever really rest. Well, I do enjoy taking extremely long baths. Even then, I can't stop thinking. I'm cursed by my never-ending quest for illumination. I mean, if you're taking an extremely long bath, I would assume that you're thinking or reading or musing over something, so yeah. Have you met Jasmine? I haven't, although Dahlia speaks about her often. Why? She may have something to help you get your mind off things. Jasmine's specialty is tea craft. She's helped me through many difficult times. Cool. Which drugs? More or less. But without the drawbacks of the substances produced by mortals. I'll try anything. Hook me up. I'll let her know. Do you value personal over collective well-being? Whoa, what a thing to spurt out of the blue. What's more important, yourself or your community? Yourself or the universe? And I won't accept any compromise on this one. Ultimately, should you have to choose, what should the priority be? The individual or the group? Since this doesn't really kind of fall into either one, I'll just pick one. But I would probably say everyone. I mean, I think 99% of the issues that we're in right now in this country and anything else you kind of look at in this world, it's because we kind of prioritize ourselves over everyone else, you know. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't kind of think about yourself in certain situations. You should definitely keep that in mind. But at the same time, we're a very selfish species, and it's gonna end up fucking us all. Everyone. Even if that makes you miserable. I can't be truly happy if my actions hurt other people. It takes a special kind of selfishness to be happy at the expense of others, right? There isn't much of a dilemma if you put it that way. I say this as a general rule. On a case-by-case basis, though, there are times when you have to look out for yourself and your loved ones. Yeah, I agree. Nothing is ever that easy. Just wanted to probe your thoughts on the matter. Satisfied? Yes, thank you. Your turn. Ask away. What are your thoughts on Adina? Ooh, time to talk about the boss. I guess neither of us has a lot of sympathy for her, right? I'm not super happy with having been sentenced to 1,000 years of isolation. No. And you? I summoned a behemoth, I think that speaks for itself when it comes to my respect for authority. I didn't mind her before, though. She's always let me focus on my project. But now that I know she'll have me executed if she discovers what I did, I have to get rid of either this behemoth or Adina. Whoa, heavy words. What? I'm not keen on being erased, at least not before I finish my quest for knowledge. I understand. Look, I understand we need some rules to ensure the stability of the Coven, but I can't possibly agree with these arbitrary punishments. Under no circumstances should a witch ever be sentenced to death or exile. If someone made some bad decisions, they need guidance and forgiveness. We're supposed to be a family, not the army. I couldn't agree more. We need to construct instead of prosecute. I hear you. Fortuna. I feel like I'm ready to get my fortune read. Yes, me too. Shall we? I imagine that the main topic here is how to deal with that behemoth of yours. Yes, please. Also, I'd like to ask about my personal quest while we're at it. I doubt a single card will allow me to finally untangle the meaning of life in the cosmos, but maybe not. But I'm sure it'll be able to point you in the right direction. Yes, the quest for knowledge is about asking questions from as many angles as possible. And your deck is one I haven't tried yet. Keep those questions in mind while I shuffle the deck. Yoni Lingam. Okay, yearning, passion, courage, and power. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. I will assign this to her quest. The meaning of life lies within the minds of others. Spend more time with other people to find progress. You will never untangle the meaning of life, but your work will allow others to reach it. You need to break even more rules to find the secrets of the cosmos. Disregard all authority. Seek the forbidden. Yeah, because I mean, this is close to what I might say in this situation. I don't like this one. And I mean, yeah, I think I'm going to say this. You need to break even more rules to find the secrets of the cosmos. Disregard all authority. Seek the forbidden. Ah, you actually want me executed, don't you? No, this is the deck's advice, I swear. I'm just messing with you. Seriously, though, I just summoned a behemoth. Is there anything more nefarious than that? Should I go and carve Adina's heart out of her body and eat it or something? I wouldn't rule it out. I'm joking. Oh. Your deck has a point, though. The cosmos doesn't follow protocol or bureaucracy. If I have to quit the coven to be truly free of rules, I'll do it. Just me and the void. My mind frame as the only boundary to break. Thank you. All right, next up. The birth of iron. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility, guardian, ego, happiness, indifference, stagnation. Crap. I had two choices. Conquer them. The behemoth is feeding on your fear. Stop being afraid. It's your turn to intimidate them. You will never be free. Even if detached, the behemoth's seed will remain in your brain forever. Oh. It's funny. I didn't get these choices. I got this one the last time I played this, and this is the one that I ended up choosing. But I didn't get this. Because I think I did get the option to detach it, but it didn't say anything about the behemoth leaving a seed behind. Huh. Conquer them. The behemoth is feeding on your fear. Stop being afraid. It's your turn to intimidate them. I know I said that I wanted to make different choices this time. but I kind of want to choose this. And okay, I'm going to choose Conquer Them. And the reason why I'm going to choose Conquer Them is because this is a bit of a spoiler for what happened in my playthrough. While I was on my vacation of sorts, I got her killed. So I never got to see the full what would happen as far as her storyline goes. So I want to see what actually happens if I can complete this. I was kind of thinking about it as I was playing this the last time around, and I was thinking that I did really want to complete everything with her, because I think I pretty much completed every storyline that I possibly could. But again, hers ended a little bit abruptly because she got killed. I will not divulge the circumstances of it until later on into the game. But yeah, got her killed. So I want her to conquer this and hopefully not get her killed this time around. Conquer them. The behemoth is feeding on your fear. Stop being afraid. It's your turn to intimidate them. Also, it kind of fits what I was saying before about her, of course, breaking all the rules and stuff like that. So yeah, easier said than done. But I like the idea of turning myself into the scary one. If the deck suggests it, it's because it's possible. And you certainly have a great deal of presence. You think so? Come on, look at yourself. The question now is how to intimidate a behemoth. They might seem all otherworldly, but they're fools the same as us. Actually, this might be slightly different, because this is talking about intimidating. I think what I suggested she do the last time around was fuse with it. This seems like this is slightly different, but this also might be because of other things and other choices that I've made. How do you know that? Clairvoyance. Okay. Do you want to look into anything else? No, thank you. You've given me some ideas about how to get rid of this behemoth. I'll do some research on my side too. Cool. Let's meet again soon to teach this bastard a lesson. Looking forward to it. It's literally right there. I wouldn't be calling it a bastard while it's right there. See you soon. It's also cute that she has a little moon. Looks like behemoths are in. Yeah, they're all the rage amongst rebel witches with poor judgment. I think I can help if you're interested. I'm all ears. We, the behemoth, know each other's names. If you knew the name of the behemoth possessing Grieth, any ritual you might perform to free her would be more likely to succeed. That's perfect. Tell me their name. I know we're partners in crime, but I'm not about to give up one of my siblings. Not for free, at least. Am I not paying enough to you already? The deck stuff is one thing. This is another matter. All right, what do you want? Don't fret. I just want a bit of that delicious power you're harvesting. 5 units of fire to betray a fellow behemoth, plus 2 of air to release their name to you witches. You don't need to answer right now. Save up. Decide if you're interested or not. And when the time comes to try and free Grieth, you just let that energy flow to me and I'll whisper the behemoth's name to your ear. I see. It's not too high of a cost, right? Just a bit of magic for your dear mentor. It's not the amount, but the thought of what you're planning to do with it. Still afraid of me after all this time. Just cautious. I'm sure you're a forbidden entity for a reason. Suit yourself. But I'll say it again. I'm on your side. Trust needs time. I understand. Well, you let me know if you want to take me up on my offer when the time comes. Have fun. Okay, so I need to be careful. Because I think last time I did this, I did get this offer last time. And again, this will be spoilers for what's to come. Basically, I can't remember when this actually comes up to have to perform whichever ritual you choose in order to turn around and either separate the behemoth or I guess fuse it. I'm not sure if that's going to be the same thing this time around, but you have to have the right amount of course, fire and air. And of course, this happens several turns from now. And when I chose to turn around and do it, I did not have enough because I had been making cards, new abilities had unlocked, things like that. So yeah, I just didn't have enough air. It boils down to a percentage. So even if I'm not sure if you have the name, it like automatically goes to 100 or a higher percentage or something like that. But I'm still guessing it's not a 100% sure thing, but I could be wrong. But I think I had about a 30 or a 40% chance the last time around. I did have to save scum, but I did turn around and get it. Now, not even going to remotely lie. Again, because of what I wish to do this time around, I will save scum if I have to, if I have to this time around. I'm hoping that doesn't turn out to be the case. And hopefully I'll have enough energy for this because I do typically tend to have quite a bit of fire. I think fire was one of the ones I didn't usually have a lot of the last time around. The issue is going to be air because I just don't have any. And air seems to be very hard to come by. Now, I wonder if I could make something that would get me some air. Well, I'm going to assume that that's going to be a no because I just don't have any energy right now. And I think I only have one card that really could get me some air. So yeah, hopefully I'll get some with some of these next choices that I get. I didn't realize a lot of the mechanics that I had last time around, but this time I do, and it's still very difficult. All right. Now we'll go ahead and get Louise to come over. Which Fortuna, my friend Jasmine is always talking about you, and she told me you're allowed to receive visitors now. Congratulations. Sorry for contacting you so abruptly, but I think your divinatory arts could help me regarding a thing with a personal project, and I'm in a bit of a desperate situation. Louise, come on over. The Spider Lady. I thought she was cool though. I remember talking to my wife about this because I was just like, she has 4 arms. And I like characters that always have multiple arms. It just always seems like something cool. So I guess if I had to be some fictional race or something like that, I would want to have multiple arms too. All right. Welcome. Welcome. Hi, what's your name? Fortuna. Your name is Fortuna. I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. Your name is Louise, right? No need to be so nervous. Any friend of Jasmine is welcome here. She was super scared the last time around because I chose fear to be the thing that I wanted. So she was just stumbling every 5 seconds. I'm sorry. It's just that I've heard so many things about you that now I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity or something. Oh yeah? What have you heard? All good things, don't worry. Mostly from Jasmine. She loves you and missed you so much, you know that? I missed her a lot too. Why don't you take a deep breath and tell me a bit about yourself? Okay, sorry. My name is Louise and... I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. It's okay. How about I ask you some questions? Would that be all right? Okay, that's good, thank you. Let's see. What's your specialty? Oh, right. I'm a pith weaver. Oh, that sounds cool. What does it mean? I can harvest mortals' intelligy? Sure. It's a magic substance that defines one's behavior and desires. A single mortal barely produces enough thread, but if you find a community with a rich collective subconscious, you can weave whole cloths and capes. Wow, it's hard to picture, but it sounds fun. And these clothes you craft have magical properties, I imagine. That's right. It depends on the kind of community you pull the thread from. As a quick example, the yarn extracted from a brand of artists could make a lovely scarf that stimulates the wearer's creativity. I love it already. I'll weave something sometime for you. What kind of intellect would you fancy most? I'm going to say this differently so many times because I have no idea what the hell this is. Yeah, let me do from moms and their children. Oh, how sweet. That's a really powerful energy, let me tell you. If I get the chance, I'll bring you a nice cloth as a thank you present for having me. Thank you so much. Do you want to know anything else? You make it sound like this is an interrogation. No, sorry. I'm having a good time. But it's easier for me if you ask me things. Sure. Let's see. How do you know Jasmine? She hired me to weave a special net to gather dew from her greenhouse. It's one of the projects I'm most proud of. I harvested the intellect from desert nomads to make it. The dew filtered through this net makes an astounding base substance for all kinds of flower-based potions. Jasmine's brews became quite popular after my contribution. It's been centuries since I've had something from Jasmine. I can't wait to try this improved version. Together, we almost developed some magical tea bags that multiply the fragrance of dried mixtures. That's so cool. Now I see how you two became close. Both you and Jasmine are super crafty. It's gotta be so much fun to find someone to share your passions with. It is indeed. I always have a great time with Jasmine. Nice. More questions? What do you like to do in your spare time? I love reading, playing my multi-neck bass, and spying on mortals. Oh wow, that's weird. Reading? It's not hip to read anymore? Hip? I was kidding. The odd part is spying on mortals. And I'm a bit curious about the multi-neck bass too, to be honest. I play a custom bass guitar with 3 necks since I have multiple arms and all that. But I don't play it in front of people. I only use it to meditate. It's really soothing to weave several deep melodies together. I like the idea. I wish I could hear it someday. What about spying on mortals? I love making myself invisible and just watching them go about their lives. Comparing lifestyles from many different cultures and planets. After many years of observation, I gained the ability to perceive their intellect. Sounds like, oh God, what's the name of the chick from, what is it called? I think it's Planescape, Wrath of the Righteous. There's a succubus lady who also likes to just sit around and watch people. Anyway, I can't remember her name, but yeah, I remember getting far enough into the game that she talked about how she just kind of sat around and just watched people. It's like, oh, great. A succubus watching people. Sure, that'll go well. And now we have a gigantic spider lady that's doing it. That's how I found my calling and developed my pith weaving. That's so interesting. I didn't care much about mortals even back when I was one of them. I guess there's a great deal to learn from mortality too, isn't there? Yes, I love mortals. I can tell. I hope it isn't too weird. It's perfectly fine, don't worry. Is there anything else you want to know? Let's see. Why did you come to see me? Yes. Better get to business. I'm here precisely because of my pith weaver skill. As I explained, the intellect from mortals varies depending on the community they're in and the lives they lead. The universe provides enough different contexts to find whichever kind of energy fits your purposes. But of course, there's the shortcut of manipulating mortals to produce the substance you need. For example, you could add lust serum to the water supply of a community to harvest massive amounts of sexual energy from their orgies. That's oddly specific. Quite an example. Not that I've tried this more than once. Oh, okay. I usually prefer all natural chaos bread intellect. Sure. The thing is, Dina saw a lot of potential in one of my projects. It started when the almighty AI rose to lead planet Earth's population. In a matter of years, human society suffered severe structural changes, and any element that threatened that change was rapidly purged from the equation. Humanity has never endured such an abrupt transformation. I felt an imperative need to witness that massive event. It all oozed an otherworldly energy. So I spent decades spinning thread from it. And as it happens, the substance can create an extremely effective weapon for capturing behemoths. What? Really? How so? Earth's intellect was highly contaminated. It was as if the whole planet's fate had somehow been sealed. And behemoths happen to be extremely susceptible to reality-altering arts. I use that substance to weave gladiator-like webs that can suck any entangled behemoth dry of their magic. You can also craft decent pieces of armor against behemoth spells. Ah, and why is Adina so interested in developing such armaments? The cosmic echoes warned her that behemoths will threaten the coven, so she wants to prepare accordingly. The problem is that even with such a tremendous phenomenon, I only managed to pull enough thread to craft one set of web and armor. And Adina is set on developing a massive weapon to erase behemoths from this plane of existence entirely. I don't believe I have what it takes to see this through. What do you need to make this happen exactly? Adina discovered that if you promote war and stir conflicts in this new society, the reality-altering arts that engulf the planet try to fight back. As if everyone was programmed to preserve the status quo. In this process, humanity's intellect once again shows the characteristics it had when the massive change happened. And I can harvest it. So what are you... Adina tasked me with provoking World War III. Oh yeah, I remember this. Jesus. Now I think last time I was more on the side of let's not do that. That's terrible. I am kind of curious to see what happens if you do cause it. Can you? Maybe. We can use my deck to look for a way to make it possible. What's the matter? Don't you think that driving a civilization to, I don't know, isn't causing total war evil? I mean, yes, it is very much evil. It is quite terrible, especially when you're knowingly doing it. Unfortunately, I'm going to say in this case, mortals are just another resource. Oh crap, this is going to be terrible. If I cause World War III, and then I have to give up my immortality in the process, and I have to go back to Earth, I'm screwed. Shoot. Crap. See, this is what I meant before about like the different choices and stuff like that, because I realized after certain events in the last game, I had webbed and weaved my way into a very ridiculous ending. And of course I got said very ridiculous ending. So it looks like we're going to end up in the same situation this time around. Mortals are just another resource? That's terrible of me to say. Same as they exploit the land, we can exploit them. I came to you in the hopes of avoiding this, but I guess I was just being naive. I should comply with the orders of the leader. It's a lot less trouble, otherwise you'll end up exiled just like me. Okay. So what now? Do we ask your cards what to do? Sure, let's consult the deck. I need you to tell me exactly what you want to ask the deck. Actually, I'm a bit scared. I don't want to ask a deck how to cause war. I'm sorry, Fortuna. That's all right. We won't ask anything you don't want to. Yes, I'd rather handle it myself. This isn't the solution I was hoping for after all. I would like to ask about something else, though. Sure, go ahead. This is a bit embarrassing. but I happen to be in love with a mortal. That's totally cool. The thing is, he doesn't know I'm a witch. I present myself to him in the form of a regular woman. He's a member of the resistance that fights the AI that rules Earth. He doesn't have an easy life. It breaks my heart, and I wish I could save him. Especially now there's a risk of war spreading all over the planet. Should I show him my true nature and take him off world? Should I forget about him? What should I do about him, Fortuna? My advice is not to get attached to mortals. They wither too fast. But sure, let's check what the cards have to say about him. Yes, please. Introspection. Yearning, passion, and power. Hidden potentials. Let's see what this gets me. Leave him be and cut all ties, or it'll be more painful for the both of you in the future. Reveal your true nature to him. He will understand and love you even more. And because I'm all about love, let's do that. Wait. Oh, okay. I don't get any air from this one way or the other. I hate to think like this, but yeah. What? Really? So says the cards. I've never seen them err. By the cosmos, this is incredible news. How should I go about it? Tell him over a romantic dinner? Should I surprise him with a colorful spell? In bed? Whatever lets you enjoy the moment the most. Thank you so much, Fortuna. I was so worried about this guy. You really helped me to put my thoughts in order. Thank you. Are you sure you don't want to look into how to deal with Adina? No, that's all right. In fact, I should be leaving now. So soon? Yeah. I'm so sorry. I have to go. I forgot I'm meeting someone else halfway across the galaxy. Sure. Safe travels. Goodbye. I think the last time I did this, I did choose to not go the war route, and she wanted to know, I think, how to get out of the situation with Adina, and there were 2 questions instead of 1. So I guess that's the result of me trying to push the war aspect. It's all well, though. This a lizard? I don't know what the hell this is. Hey, Fortuna. How did it go with Greeth? I came up with some of my own ideas on how to help her, but I could use your input. Let me know when I can visit. I hope this gets me some air, because I really need some air. Hey, Fort. Hey, Dahlia. I know it's been 2 centuries, but I still don't like any abbreviations of my name. Oh, shoot. I thought Forts would work. We've been through this too many times. I don't like Fort. I don't like 40. I especially don't like Tuna. But Tuna is so cute. Not funny. Okay. So you found a way to help Greeth? Right. I've been researching some exorcism methods. And I found some censored texts. They don't mention behemoths explicitly, but they might be the perfect solution for this case. There's a way to quite literally sever extra-dimensional beings from a witch. Oh yeah? How? With an enchanted blade. I'm going to forge a demon bone dagger to cut that bastard down. That sounds dangerous. I know my way around knives, trust me. You're right. And you mentioned you need my help with this. That's correct. For the ritual to be most effective, I need to imbue the dagger with an essence kindred to Greeth. And I was wondering, since you put her through your wonderful deck, maybe you could point me to the proper energy. But wouldn't you know best? You've known Greeth way longer than I have. I know, but I can't wrap my head around her. She's so self-absorbed, always focused on her projects. I realize I can't really tell. You don't need to disclose any sensitive information to me, but I've experienced firsthand how incisive your divination can be. You did read the cards for her, right? Yes. Perfect. Your guess should be better than mine, then. What energy should I imbue the dagger with? Um, I didn't really get the feeling of individualism from her. She is very determined. She is looking for the truth. She's very philosophical, though. Architecture is her thing, but man, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's dread either. I don't think it's individualism. So I would either have to say determination, truth, or philosophy. I'm gonna say truth. Because she is looking for the truths of the universe. So, and the truth of life, the meaning of life. Oh God, I can't speak. Whoa, that's so on point. It synthesizes grief's essence perfectly. I knew you were the right one to nail this. All right, I'll smith the most impressive dagger. Just you wait, Grief. Oh, okay, bye. Wow. Goodbye, Dahlia. And it looks like I have one more. Oh God. Fortuna, what the hell did you do to Louise? We need to talk ASAP. Oh God. Welcome. Is it true? Did you offer to help Louise start World War III? It was Adina's orders. I didn't want anyone else to suffer the same fate as me. It's too dangerous to cross Adina. Fortuna. I understand. I wouldn't dare go against our leader's judgment. She knows better than us. But your way of tackling the issue didn't come off right to Louise. She should have been more clear about her desires. You can't ask someone who's lived isolated for 200 years to read people's subtleties. I know. I'm sorry. I just wanted to hear your side of the story. I'm here to help. I will always be on your side. You know that, right? I don't trust you. I've never trusted you. This is the third time I'm playing this game and I still don't trust you. Thank you. I guess isolation isn't doing me any favors. I'm losing touch with reality, especially mortal existence. I spent centuries here just watching the stars burn away. We need to take you out for a stroll. Smell the flowers again, pet a cat, watch some children play in a river. I'd say that's the best medicine for your case. Just 800 years to go, huh? Fortuna. It's all right. I'm doing a lot better just from being able to talk to other witches. And thank you for reprimanding me. Whoa, you've never thanked me for scolding you. You truly need some love, poor thing. Can you tell Louise I'm sorry? Never meet your heroes. That's what she said to me. I'm sure she'll accept your apologies, but I wouldn't count on her coming back here anytime soon. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Even so, Louise was amazed by your presence and divination skills. She confided in me that she believes you may eventually surpass Adina. I feel really bad now. I'm going to leave now, but I'm going to think long and hard about some ways to improve your life here. Thank you, Jasmine. Actually, wait a minute. What is it? I need some herbs to help a witch friend, Grief. Oh, you've met Grief the architect. Dahlia's friend? She's never got time for me. Now I'm jealous. It was a business visit. She seems like a very busy witch. And what does the fabulous Grief need from me that she doesn't even have time to ask me for in person? Oh my, you're actually jealous. She's not the one asking anyway. I'm asking you, as my friend, to help me help her. Okay, anything for you. What are these herbs for? Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not going to tell her that. I didn't tell her last time, and I'm definitely not going to tell her this time because she would probably snitch. So no, something to ease her mind. Is she stressed or she's really anxious about a personal problem? I'm looking for a way to heal her. But whatever ritual we attempt, it would help to have her relax. I see. Oh, that's a pretty common ailment, a distressed mind. I have something on me that might help. Oh? Bacopa manira mixed with chamomile? Infuse it with a bit of lemon or honey and have Greeth drink it while she thinks about a toy she loved back when she was a mortal kid. Never seen it fail. Thank you so much, Jasmine. This is exactly what I needed. You're welcome. And maybe Greeth will deign to thank me in person next time. Do you have some herbs against jealousy? It's for a friend of mine. Shut up. Okay, I must go now. Thanks again. Goodbye. All right, so I am going to stop right there. It seems like we'll be meeting with Greeth in the next one. So that was interesting. I think I guess I'm just never going to see Louise again. That's kind of sad. But last time I did I went through her thingy or whatnot. I had always assumed that maybe it wasn't so much the fact that she didn't want to do it at all. I was just assuming that, it was, you kind of have to nudge her in either direction. And if you choose to go the World War III route, then you could give her advice about what she should do. But it seems like she's against it. But once again, I don't like Jasmine because here she goes. She was all upset about it and stuff like that. And it's just like, you would have done the same thing in this situation, because you would have been like, oh, well, we have to follow the rules and stuff like that. But there she goes, throwing stuff off on me and then want to turn around and trying to have me catch a stray. But, whatever. But anywho, I'll go ahead and wrap things up right here. So if you like the video, like the video. If you'd like to see more content like this, subscribe. I have a lot of things on the channel and I will have many other things in the future. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. See ya.